What's up, wiggle ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and now I'm back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, leave a like, comment, and let me know what you're thinking. On to today's video, I will be doing the continuation to my Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4. This is the character description predictions. So, originally, I know I said I was going to give everyone an individual character breakdown, but after thinking and noticing how many of them it was going to be and shit like that, and I just thought it would be better to combine some of them, I decided to just put the whole Tejada family together. So this one will be the Tejada family, and I decided to include Effie into the Tejada family breakdown, and you will see the reason why later in the video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So I will start it off with Drew, and if you've seen my season 4 predictions breakdown for the entire season, you'll remember and know that I predicted that Drew is, I think I had him at a 95, 99, something like that, percent chance of dying. I'm still 10 toes down on that. Drew is out of here this season. I don't give a damn what no one says. No one can get on here and convince me until we see the actual footage and see the show and see that he didn't die. No one can convince me that Drew isn't out of here this season. He's out of here. Because, I mean, he doesn't have much story left to tell. If you really pay attention, like everybody else, they still kind of got, you know what I'm saying, some story left where you a little curious of where their story could go. Except Drew. Drew's all played out. Like, it's nothing left for his character to do. You got him in that. The only thing that you kind of can say still going on is what maybe him and that, what's dude's name that ended up going to the NBA. Shit. I'm trying to think of it. What was his name? Everett. Right, Everett. So what? He's gonna end up getting back into a relationship with Everett? I doubt it. Everett may die with his dad this season. I don't even know. But Drew is out of here, and how I believe it will happen is, I don't know whether, I say 2 people is going to end up killing Drew. Actually, you know what? I'll say 3. Between 3 people may end up killing Drew. I'll even throw 4. I'm going to say 4. I know I keep adding more. I'm going to say 4, and then, but I think the last 2, the first 2 is my highest possibility. I would say the last on the list, the Russians could come back to get him. So, you know how in Power a lot of times things that these big characters have done in the past, and they'll a lot of times come back and hunt them. That could potentially happen, because remember, I don't think the war was ever settled with the Russians. They could come back to get him. They didn't just disappear. So they could come back. Who knows? Maybe when you seen, Diana and Drew running, they were running from the Russians, potentially trying to kill them. Now, I seriously doubt that, but you just never know. And then number 3, Monet could take them out. Monet could, survive. She could, well, we know she's going to survive. But what I'm saying is, once she recovers, Monet is pretty smart. And no matter what they try to hide from her and her kids, she always tends to find out what's going on. So eventually she's going to find out that Drew and Diana tried to set her up to die. So once she do, as much as Diana loves her kid, not Diana, as much as Monet loves her kids, she may go ahead and make the decision and say, okay, Drew has to go. And Diana has to go. But I'm going to tell you right after this why Diana will survive, but Drew will not. So, Monet could kill him. And Next on high, which I think is also high on the list, the next two would be Kane and Tariq. Because as you know, Kane's character has been changing. Kane's character has been changing. He's getting smarter. He's not making a lot of dumb, reckless decisions as he was like the first and the second season. I mean, he still kind of made a couple of emotional decisions and just went with it, like when he was trying to kill Tariq because of what they told him. And really, if you think about it, that's not really nothing that you say is stupid. Like your siblings is telling you they seen with their eyes that it was Tariq. So you can kind of see how he believed that. Plus, he already don't like Tariq anyway. So that's the reason why he was so quick to want to go and kill him without trying to actually find out is this the truth. So you can kind of understand that. So like I said, Kane could be like, you know what, family first, and you went against this family trying to kill our mother, and then you lied to me and tried to, you know what I'm saying, tried to make me go after somebody who had nothing to do with it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Drew. Like Cain did Abel. Keep in mind, his name is Cain, people. Cain and Abel. What did Cain do in the Bible? He killed his brother Abel. So I think he's the highest on my list to me of killing. Because you haven't seen on Power, we've seen father kill son, son kill father. We've seen that, right? But we haven't seen brother kill brother yet. Like we've seen an attempt on it. We seen Ronnie try to kill his brother Unique, but it was a failed attempt. So I believe on Power Book 2, Season 4, Cain will be the first brother to kill his own blood. He will kill brother, So that's my prediction. Cain, like I said, Tariq could do it, but I don't see Tariq being the one taking them out. I believe it will be Cain. It makes sense. They gave him the name Cain for a reason. They probably already planned this out the moment they first, you know what I'm saying? Because if you know anything about pitching, this is for my filmmakers. Like, I'm a filmmaker myself. If you know anything about pitching, when you're pitching to a major network and stuff like that, you don't just write out the first season, that's it, and then the network take it over. Typically, you kind of give them the pilot, you know what I'm saying, the pilot episodes, and then you kind of got to give them a pitch deck book of what's to come each season. And you kind of may want to, I would say you go to 4 seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to know, okay, I like this that's going on in season 1, so where would they be at in season 4? So it's a great possibility that when they first came up with Power Book 2, that season 4's ending was already in place. You know what I'm saying? Or at least where they were going to be at in season 4 was already in place. So that's why they gave him the name Cain. They knew that he would end up killing his brother. So now, getting to I know a lot of y'all may be thinking, hey, glad nigga, Drew wasn't the only one came over there playing. Diana was in on it too. Well, let me address that last niggas. So, Diana is a slick motherfucker, in case y'all haven't noticed yet. She's slick and she has leverage. So, I know y'all been hearing the rumors about Diana being pregnant. In my opinion, I believe she is. I actually predicted that Diana would be pregnant from the beginning of season 1. So she ended up, and it turns out it's probably going to be happening here in season 4. And the problem is she ended up doing things with 2 different people, which is not something that we haven't seen before, in my opinion. Because I've said on one of my previous videos, I believe that Tasha and Kanan did something back in the day. We probably won't find out until Power Book 5 Origins comes out and they explain and show you the story, but I told y'all. I believe that there's a possibility that Tariq could be Kanan's son. Now, a lot of y'all gonna go in my comments and say, I told you, glad nigga, he was a 50% match at, when they did. I already explained all that. If y'all haven't seen it, oh well, glad niggas. If y'all hit these comments with that, maybe I'll explain it to y'all again in the comments. I'm not about to go through that right now. But with her having sex with Salim and Tariq, she's going to be a little, you know what I'm saying, skeptical. She's going to be confused. She's not going to quite know who the baby's father is, right? So I think when you've seen her in this teaser trailer with the candles, that is her preparing, like she's saying a prayer because she's maybe thinking about aborting the child. But in the midst of her preparing to abort the child, hell is gonna start coming down on her. Monet is gonna figure out about her and Drew's plan to set her up, and also Tariq may be coming after her, and Kane. So she's gonna have people coming after her from all sides, and that's when Diana is gonna decide to be messed up, and she's gonna put it all on Drew. She's gonna say Drew made me do it, or Drew did this. She's gonna do something very slick and clever that she's gonna put it all on Drew, and that's gonna save her from being killed by Kane and Tariq. Actually, you know, as much as enemies and stuff as they are, in my opinion, I think that Kane and Tariq in the end game may actually be cool. They may not be, you know, best motherfucking friends, but I think they may squash what they have between each other because they're going to finally realize that Kane's going to realize that, dang, bro, Tariq was actually cool this whole time. Like, I kept on trying to go against him and do all this to this man, but if I really pay attention, Tariq has been nothing but, you know, real to me the whole time. Like, he kept it real with the family. He didn't snitch on nobody. He never crossed us. Like, I kept on thinking this is, you know what I'm saying, it's this and it's that, when actually the problems was my own family. So I think, especially with the possibility of Tariq being Diana's baby's father, and, you know, he's going to have that, which makes Kane the uncle. He's going to be like, okay, Tariq family now. I can't touch him. That's how I think this is going to play out. So that is what Grace and her unborn child is what's going to save Diana. Also, Salim, I can see him being taken out by Tariq or Kane, because he's going to be a problem this season too, because he's not going to just let Diana go. You see how the shit he was doing last season. So I see him going crazy, especially if he finds out about the pregnancy and is going to think that it's potentially his. Diana is going to want to shut his mouth, just like Tasha wanted to do with Kanan. It's all the same thing playing over all over again. You remember, power works it's like a circle of life. Each generation doing the same thing over and over again. So I see Diana, who knows, Diana may kill him herself. Who knows? Just like Rock was doing when it came to Detective Howard. She didn't want that to come out, so she killed him and got him out the way and was like, okay, Tariq is the father. Because, I mean, let's be real. If you're going to choose between them with the type of lifestyle that you live, Tariq's the better choice, by far. So she's like, yeah, Salim, he's got to go. So either she takes him out or she sets it up that maybe Kane, Tariq, or even Drew, possibly. I doubt it's Drew, but, you know, maybe one of them will take him out. So, getting me on to the next one, Kane. Kane, I see Kane, it's going to be a very eye-opening season for Kane. He's going to start to see a lot of things for what it really is. I actually explained a good portion of that already, right? I told you how I think Kane and Tariq is going to squash their beef and become cool because they're going to become family due to Tariq having a child by his baby sister. So I kind of explained a lot of his already, but also we're going to get into another part. I think Kane is in very deep with Effie. Like he fell in love with her. Monet told you last season, he's pussy whipped. So Effie is going to be able to control Kane a lot. And I can see them actually maybe becoming a thing. Because if you think about it, they're kind of the perfect match. They both misunderstood. They both sincere. They work off emotions. They both going to pick themselves at the end of the day. Like you thought Tariq and Effie was a good match, but I think Diana is more like Tasha, and they're going to place him with the one that's more like Tasha. So Tariq is going to end up with a child with Diana, and that's their story is going to continue together. And Effie and Kane is also going to be together. However, I think Monet is going to be an issue with them, right? So I think Monet is going to, once she recovers and stuff like that, she's going to be making a lot of moves and stuff like that. And if you pay attention to the synopsis, I read it up in my season 4 predictions breakdown, that it says that Monet meets her match with Effie. So I think Effie is going to be a real problem for Monet. She's going to be moving in ways that Monet's not going to see coming. Who knows? Maybe this would ultimately lead to Monet being taken out. Because, keep in mind, like I told you, Kane is going to figure out that his family was the issue the whole time. It wasn't Tariq. So who knows whether Effie manipulates Kane to killing his mom, or maybe she gets in the way, or maybe Monet just end up, sacrificing herself to try to save her remaining kids. Because I told you, Drew is going to be taken out, I believe, or who knows, maybe Kane kills Drew and then Monet's against it and then he ends up having to kill her too. I don't know. But like I said, I don't see Monet I think Kane and Effie will make it out this season. Actually, I think she will succeed, and perhaps a brand new spinoff featuring Kane and Effie will emerge. Because think about this, with book 2 ending, and I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, Raising Kanan, the 5th season has already been announced. They're going to have a 5th season. I believe that would be the last season of Raising Kanan. In fact, it has to be. In order for Origins to come, they have to make room. They have to get ready to end Raising Kanan. It's not going to make sense, in my opinion, for both of them to be playing at the same time. So that means I think we're going to get Raising Kanan we may get Raising Kanan at the end of this year. I think I seen it was projected to come early next year. But we may get it at the end of this year. If not the end of this year, very early next year, we will get season 4 of Raising Kanan. And after that, I say at the end of 2025, we'll start the final season of Raising Kanan, season 5. And once that's over, I say 2 years, they would have gave it a year and a half, 2 years, Origins will come. So I say Origins will come probably right after season 5 of Raising Kanan, which in my opinion, I believe will come late next year. So with that being said, I think they're going to have to, with book 2 ending and Raising Kanan ending, the only thing left is going to be Force, and then a new one coming as Origins. And I believe Force is not going to last too much longer either. I think Force may last maybe one more season. I think Force will end in 4 seasons as well. So with that being said, they're going to need room for new spinoffs, because they running it. Like, if you see what's going on, they running that thing until they gonna keep going until there's no story left. And I think the perfect ones, judging by what's left, I think Kane and Effie, and if they surrounded with some more good actors, could have a cool little story, in my opinion. And I think maybe, or who knows, maybe they'll just drag them on to another spinoff, the London spinoff. Like I told you, I believe Ghost is going to come back, and there's going to be a spinoff with him in it, along with Tariq and probably Diana. But in my opinion, I think it'll be cool if they branched Kane and Effie off, and they got one, and then they just added some more characters along the way with it. But yeah, so pretty much that's what I got for y'all. That's my prediction on the Tejada family for this coming season. Drew will be killed by Kane. Diana will be saved by her pregnancy with Tariq. Kane and Effie will get together and become a thing, because they're both going to understand each other better than anyone else ever did. And Monet will also be taken out the board, whether it's by her own family or maybe it's her sacrificing herself to protect her family. I say Monet will be taken out this season. Also, Mary J. Blige is taking up a whole lot of money, so I think they need to clear the chessboard to make more money available for Amari Harkrit when he comes back for the new spinoff. So I would say I would give it an 80. I would go 80. I'll even say 90% chance Monet will fall this season. So that's all I got for y'all, man. You know, like usual, if you're cool with me, fool with me, go ahead and leave that like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. And make sure y'all ugly ass subscribe. So many of y'all ugly motherfuckers be looking at this shit and not subscribing. Subscribe, like, comment. Stop hating. Fuck with your boy. Ugly ass niggas. But until the next time,